What's up guys and welcome back. Now this video is kind of different compared to the usual. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm kind of a camera shy person, so I don't even know why I'm doing this. But I told myself, I'll just get the hang of it, I'll have fun with it, and I'll get used to it, right? So the point of this video is to review the Ratchet Clank novel and reader that got recently released. Now what's weird is, if we go on Amazon, the release date says February 23rd. Now I got these books on February 21st. People on YouTube and Twitter kept asking me, dude, how'd you get the books so early? I was like, I don't know, I just went to the bookstore and they had them. Canada probably got the books earlier, I really don't know. So I have the book right next to me. As you can see, the design is pretty simple, a nice glossy finish. It's pretty simple overall. Gray pages, consist of 140 pages. And once you reach around page 60 was it? 61? 62? I think it was 61, yep. It summarizes what happens in the beginning, but it also summarizes what happens in the end. Now what's so special about these pages is that they resemble the pages from the reader. So I don't know why they added this in, but they probably wanted to make the book more appealing because it looks simple, right? Now if we open the second page of the book, it says adapted by Kate Howard from script of TJ Fixman, Gary Swallow and Kevin Munro. Now TJ Fixman has worked on Ratchet Clank stories starting from Tools of Destruction up until Into the Nexus. Kevin Munro has directed the Ratchet Clank movie, and is also planning on directing the Sly Cooper movie. And apparently that movie is waiting for a green light. Whenever that's gonna happen. So the book's publisher is Scholastic. Scholastic usually aims towards ages 12 and up. So I'm quickly gonna summarize the story for you guys without completely spoiling the movie. I mean, I hate spoilers. So there's this Blark commander by the name of Drek whose plan is to destroy a bunch of planets, take some pieces, put them together, and create the perfect planet. Drek feels like his species have been living underground for too long. So Drek is basically the villain of the book. So because of that, the Galactic Rangers are looking for a new recruit. So they decide to visit planet Veldin. Ratchet, the main protagonist of the book, always dreamed of becoming a Galactic Ranger. So when he found out about it, he got all hyped up, tried to sign up, but then got refused by Captain Quark. Later on in the story, a tiny robot crash lands on Veldin. Ratchet befriends him, calls him Clank, and they both head to the garage. Clank warns Ratchet that the Galactic Rangers are in danger. Drek is basically sending a bunch of warbots on planet Cora to their headquarters basically. So Ratchet pretends of being a Galactic Ranger in order to convince Clank that he can help. So they both head on to planet Cora, save the day, the audience starts cheering, and now the audience thinks that Ratchet is actually the new recruit. Quark wasn't so pleased at first, but he decided to go with it. And then the story goes on and everyone's happy. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Now for the characters, we got a bunch of new ones. The Galactic Rangers basically. We got Cora, Brax, Elaris. I wouldn't say Nefarious is new, but Nefarious was never in the classic game, on the first game basically. He wasn't up your arsenal. Plus we got Dallas and Juanita in the book. Now, Dallas had like 2 or 3 dialogues and Juanita had like 1. Anyways, I was expecting a few things from this book. I mean, we had Al in the classic, right? We had the Blargian Snagglebeast, we had Pokitaru. Unfortunately, these weren't included in the book. Now, judging by the length of the book, I'm assuming that everything that's in the book will be in the movie. So I guess Al, Snagglebeast, Pokitaru won't be in the movie. What else was I expecting? Oh yes, hidden adult humor. Ratchet & Clank is known for having innuendos and hidden adult humor. Now, adult humor, it was pretty absent in the book, I'd say. And someone in the comments even mentioned that the reimagined kind of feels like it's going away from its classic feel, like the jokes and all. Now, I know I said I'm not gonna spoil the book, but I was expecting Drek to get killed off. He did get killed off, but the way he died is kind of different. I mean, Ratchet defeated Drek in the classic game, but in the book, he was kind of involved in his death, but it happened differently. I don't want to spoil anything. Now, I don't know if you guys remember Ratchet's personality in the classic game on the PS2. At a point, Clank became naive, and Ratchet turned into a jerk, so their friendship kind of got rough from there. I was kind of expecting to see a personality change in Ratchet in the novel, but it didn't happen. I guess we won't even see that in the movie either. And Quark was basically Quark. We know that Quark is stupid sometimes and he gets influenced pretty quickly. Quark likes being cool and he loves fame. So Drek basically used all of that to convince Quark to work for him. Now overall, despite the major changes, I mean, we're talking about a reimagining here. Well, I know I was kind of expecting stuff from the classic to be implemented in the book, but what are we gonna do? So yeah, that's about it for the novel, I guess. And for the reader, what can I say? It's pretty simple. It consists of 48 pages. goes over the main events pretty quickly, and it's pretty much aimed for a younger audience. Now the reader came with a poster, the poster you see right behind me. Yeah, it looks pretty small, but it's still a pretty sweet deal. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. What do you think? Despite all the major changes, what did you think of the book overall? Would you give it an 8 out of 10, a 7 out of 10, or 6 out of 10 maybe, or even a 9 out of 10? I don't know, just leave your thoughts in the comments. I like to hear what you think about the book. So as always, you guys are awesome. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.